It all started back in Genesis. The name itself tells us that this is where all generations came from. Actually, the word generations we get from the word Genesis. That's the story of creation, the origin of all things. That's when God created and revealed the purpose of His creation to His creation. If you follow the order, it's very easy to interpret or to see how God usually works. He always has a purpose for every action. Purpose comes before any of His actions. Genesis is when I can almost imagine, but before a race starts, where God says, ready, set, well, now go. That go becomes the command which I believe we're all chasing our entire lives, because God told us to go with a mission. That's Genesis chapter 1. Let me read 2 verses for you, verses 27 and 28. So God created men in His own image. That's where we find that potential, God-given potential. In the image of God, He created him. Male and female, He created them. Then God blessed them, and that's where the power comes. And God said to them, be fruitful and multiply. And that's where the purpose comes in. Fill the earth and subdue it, have dominion over the fish of the sea, over the birds of the air, and over every living thing that moves on the earth. Potential is given. Purpose is given. Power is supplied. Well, and now it's time for performance. And that's what I refer to with the idea of us chasing life every single day. Francis Chan, a great preacher whom I follow and I watch a lot of his sermons, had this quote which always stayed with me. Let me read it for you. He says, our greatest fear should not be of failure, but of succeeding at things in life that don't really matter. So you may chase, but what if you're chasing the wrong thing, the wrong way? The same way if you're driving a car and you have a destination, but what if you keep taking the wrong ways? Well, you're never going to arrive. So the lesson is you need to understand your calling. You need to embrace your purpose. You need to explore all your abilities, and you even have to accept your weaknesses. That's how you prepare for this chase. When you choose right, you plan the journey, you prepare yourself, and you even count the cost. I say all this because accomplishment, to be accomplished in this chase, is encouraged in the Bible, is expected, it's almost mandated. You know why? Because God gives before He expects. So every one of us, yes, you yourself, you watching this video right now, I'm here to tell you that God gave you first before He expects anything back from you. That's why we need to be accomplished. And accomplishment happens when we have our aim and purpose right. The purpose is clear. We are here to multiply. We're here to grow. We are here to keep achieving. But the aim can be a little confusing, because aim is to utilize what is already in your power. Have you ever heard the $1 million statement? I always hear this from the youth, the young generation. They'll say, hey, Pastor, if I had $1 million, I could do this, then I would become this person. Well, I disagree with that. It's not if I had, I could, then I would. That's not a Bible-centered statement. The aim is to have it towards what you do have, what you can, and what you should. Because remember this, faithfulness comes before fruitfulness. If we are not faithful in the little seeds that God has already trusted us, and we faithfully spread them and care for them, seeds will never become fruits. And God has trusted you with so much that in this chase, just make sure you're chasing the right thing. Make sure you're chasing the right one to serve His purposes. Use what God has trusted in your hands, and always remember, it is through faithfulness that we become fruitful. This is an everyday life lesson for me, and I believe it is for you. So think about this and grow on this. God bless you.